Andover when I was 17, moved to New York, and ended up driving a meat truck, actually. That was my college.
James Spader utterly hated him. Now we understand why. Andover when I was 17, moved to New York and ended up driving a meat truck. Actually, that was my college. James Spader built a career playing brilliant, dangerous men who never fully let you in. Calm on the surface, unsettling underneath. But what most people don't realize is that this wasn't just acting. Behind the awards and iconic roles was a man quietly fighting a condition that dictated his routines, strained his closest relationships, and pushed him deeper into isolation. That same struggle followed him onto set, shaping how co-stars experienced him and complicating professional bonds he already found hard to maintain. Then, during one production, everything snapped when a powerful industry legend did something Spader later called deeply uncomfortable and outright disgusting. Who was this co-star? And why did Spader never forget that moment? Welcome back to Prestige Buzz. Today, we're peeling back the layers on the man behind the screens. From prep school dropout to meat truck driver. James Todd Spader was born on February 7, 1960, in Boston, Massachusetts. Raised by two teachers, education was the foundation of his early life. He attended the prestigious Phillips Academy, where the path seemed clear, elite schooling followed by a stable career. But Spader had other plans. In the 11th grade, he dropped out and moved to New York City to pursue acting. With no safety net, he took whatever work he could find to survive. Yoga instructor, meat packer, truck driver, shoveling manure as a stable hand. These weren't hobbies, they were the grit that shaped his intensity. His first big break came in 1981's Endless Love, but it was his ability to play the arrogant rich kid in 80s cult classics that made him a familiar face. Everything changed in 1989 with Sex, Lies, and Videotape. The film won the Palme d'Or at Cannes, and Spader took home Best Actor. Overnight, he went from a teen movie antagonist to a critically respected powerhouse. The strangest man on TV. Rolling Stone once called Spader the strangest man on TV, and it's a title he earned through a reputation for being difficult but brilliant. However, his difficulty wasn't about ego, it was about an uncompromising creative process. Spader is known for extreme privacy, he avoids Hollywood gatherings and stays in the background. Script scrutiny, he won't move forward until every line of dialogue makes internal sense. Professional distance, he isn't on set to make friends, he's there to work. While co-stars like Maggie Gyllenhaal praised his commitment in films like Secretary, others found his silence between takes unsettling. He doesn't engage in small talk. He doesn't do casual. The hidden struggle, living with OCD. In 2014, Spader finally revealed the source of his legendary intensity. He lives with obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. It's very hard for me, he admitted to Rolling Stone. For Spader, OCD isn't a quirk, it's a constant companion that makes the chaotic nature of a film set a minefield. He thrives on structure and preparation because he has to. Small details others overlook become fixations for him. This condition is exactly what made his portrayal of Raymond Red Reddington in The Blacklist so iconic. Those long, rhythmic monologues weren't just memorized, they were dissected. Every pause and inflection was mapped out with surgical precision. But this need for total control often clashed with the freewheeling energy of other actors. A life cloaked in secrecy. To stay sane, Spader has paid a heavy price in career visibility to protect his privacy. He has no social media presence, no Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Zero interest in celebrity culture. A detachment from modern technology. He treats acting as a profession, not an identity. This wall of secrecy extends to his family. His first marriage to Victoria Keel, with whom he has 2 sons, ended in 2004 after 17 years. While the reasons remained private, reports suggest Spader's intense focus on work and his need for routine made emotional ease difficult. Since 2002, he has been with actress Leslie Stephenson. Together, they lead a low-profile life, far removed from the red carpets of Los Angeles. The legend he utterly hated working with. This brings us to the most famous professional clash of his career. When Spader joined Boston Legal as Alan Shore, he was paired with the legendary William Shatner, who played Denny Crane. On screen, they were the ultimate bromance. Off-screen, it was a clash of civilizations. Why the tension? Spader and Shatner operated on opposite ends of the spectrum. The meticulous versus the spontaneous. Spader needed every word to be exact. Shatner loved to improvise and discover the scene in the moment. The environment. Spader's OCD meant he needed a controlled, clean environment. Shatner, however, was famously casual. The disgusting habits. Spader revealed that Shatner's habits on set drove him absolutely crazy. Shatner would frequently eat during scenes, casually snacking or licking his fingers between takes. For someone with Spader's fixations, this was outright disgusting and deeply distracting. Shatner also had a smoking habit that Spader loathed, leading him to avoid anyone near the set who was lighting up. Shatner later joked about Spader's discomfort, noting that Spader would even look away in horror if he saw someone spreading butter on a bagel near the craft service table. While Shatner spoke warmly of Spader's talent, the two were never close. They were two masters of their craft who respected the work but couldn't stand each other's process. The enigma remains. James Spader remains one of the most compelling figures in Hollywood precisely because he refuses to be known. He is a man of boundaries, governed by a mind that demands order in an industry built on chaos. Whether he's playing a lawyer, a criminal mastermind, or a robotic villain, that underlying intensity is 100% real. What do you think about James Spader's uncompromising approach to his work? Does his struggle with OCD change how you view his performances? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of one of Hollywood's most mysterious actors, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Prestige Buzz. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload.